they sing.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cousins now to throw on for, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Ooh, with a juke. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mayfield now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 3rd down, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. With Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not easy to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Oh, look at the juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off, and with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Throw right side complete to Carter. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Chubb. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Cousins.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. As just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to. Because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Throwing. Cousins in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the... And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Come on, let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got this down to the 35. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They juked him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run again on 1st down. Chubb still fighting for more. Quick throw, Mayfield completes it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
And I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cousins now.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Cousins throw complete there to Bateman.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they can't bring him down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense. Don't do us like that.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Let's get off the field. Switch it, kid, switch it. Regular.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll buy some time right.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's a quick throw right side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Cousins.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First down. Here's Cousins. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the